Hey viewers, welcome to round 2 of the Liquid Confession. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's get into it. Round 2. So your first question for round 2 is, what is a wound you carry that no one truly sees?
The wound I carry that no one truly sees. Okay. This is really bitter. I could say there are a lot of things that makes me feel sad or hurt. But one of the things that people can't see or figure out is the hatred I have for my dad.
Wow.
That's one of the feelings I don't express, not because I don't want to, but because I feel like we live in a society wherein the elders always have right over the youngest. Like, no matter how long that elder person is, we never carry the answer. Like, we are never given the preference that your dad was wrong, you're right. So I don't feel bad if somebody does not distinguish between the right and the wrong between us, but the pain, that the hatred I have for that man is something I don't think anybody can see it if I don't say it.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I would say hate is a very
Bad,
strong word for you to use on your dad. I understand that you have some resentment towards him. He didn't take up his responsibility well. He brought you into this world and just started acting up as he was supposed to be your dad. He was supposed to guide you, but hate is a very strong word that you should not use on him. He's your dad, okay? One thing I would say is for your own peace of mind, you will actually need to learn. Maybe you need to learn how to forgive him, even if he does not ask for your forgiveness. You deserve it. You're not doing it for him, you're doing it for yourself.
I'm not holding grudge against him anymore, And yes, every time I say I hate the man, everybody's like, you hate your dad, that's your dad, he brought here. But hey, you're forgetting that he's my dad. He has responsibilities. Why didn't you fulfill them? Responsibility is not the problem here. But you having someone present with you and you treating them like they're trash, like they're nobody, that's one different feeling.
Okay, let me say something. You have him around, but he's not present. Okay, he's present, but he's not present. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
I definitely do. And I wish he wasn't present and also not present. But you don't understand. It's like he's there, but as a weapon in my life.
I'd actually advise, it's not easy. It's not something you just get up one day and start forgiving him or start letting go on. So I know you say you don't have any grudge against him, but you are hurt.
I am. You are hurt. I am hurt because I expected much when I left, I expected to be treated as the first daughter because I'm the first daughter from my dad's side. I expected to be treated with love, with respect, with concern, with some interest, but I was like a beggar in this place. God, I know that God knows that if I could change or choose who I want to be my dad, trust me, I would prefer to be an orphan.
I know it's too much. It's too much for you to handle. Maybe even as a child, he has disappointed you in so many ways. You gave him chances.
As a child, I didn't know him. I didn't even know he existed. But after every single day that went by, I had a urge to know my dad. And when I finally got to, I was happy. God knows that's one of the moments I felt happy. Because I had everybody asking me, is he your dad? I say yes. But that was the worst mistake of my life. He made my life a living hell. Anyways, like I said, I don't hate him because it has been 6 years now, and I've learned not to hate him, but to just treat him like he treated me. Just be neutral with him. We don't chat, we don't talk, we don't care. Like, nobody cares about anybody.
But I'm still emphasizing on you forgiving him. I'm not saying you have to. No, you have not, because you said you hate him, you don't want him around you. I know it.
Well, you hating somebody and you don't wanting somebody around are two different versions. I don't want him around my life, not because he's not important, but because I don't want him to mess with my days again. He's done already enough.
I know, right? We tend to push away from people when they hurt us.
Yeah, I mean, your peace of mind really matters.
I know, but that's not how it's supposed to be. Okay, you just have to try maybe to just forgive him for your own peace of mind. You have peace of mind, but sometimes you think about him and you want to cry. Yes, I know.
No, those are days I cannot efface. They are there. They're going to be there. I can't undo them. But I cannot let him come back into my life as if nothing happened and allow him mess up again. If I allow him come back and he messes up everything, that will be on me. That will be my fault. Again, now it's my responsibility to keep my peace of mind.
So
I can be around him, talk to him, but doesn't mean he has to be part of my life anymore.
You are protecting yourself.
Oh, 100%.
But for your own peace of mind, I'm saying this again, and I'm leaving you with this. You have to forgive him, okay? You have to try.
We've tried. We're gonna be trying. I'm gonna do it, and I already have, so I'm good with him.
Okay.
Okay. For round 2, Deep, your first question is: have you ever felt like you are living in the background of your own life? What does that feel like?
There are some days I actually say to myself, Abigail, this is not you. This is not what you are supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Or this is not where you are supposed to be. Because 5 years back, in 2020, I have planned my whole life. Yes, I've planned my whole life. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what is going to happen. This is what's going to happen. And all of that. But things don't usually go
according to plan.
Yes, according to the way we plan it.
Mm-hmm.
We make our plans, we set goals for ourselves, but things don't actually go that way. And being in the reality of things do not go the way we want them to, it's so frustrating. Like it's so frustrating. And sometimes I just sit down and I just look at myself and Abigail, this is not you. But sometimes I also say I should stop feeling sorry for myself. Mm-hmm. I should start putting the works. Like I should be working, maybe
making the effort.
Yes,
and making sure what you've planned, you work towards it.
My future self will be proud of me that I took those steps, that I kept on going. Because I tell you, it has not been really easy on me. It has not been.
I guess experience is the best teacher. Now you've learned that when you make goals, you don't let them slide. You have to work towards them.
Okay, there was this particular year when it was just crying. It was one, I will not say misfortune. I will not call them misfortune, but it was from one heartbreak to another. when I'm saying heartbreak, does not mean relationship stuff. It's not relationship stuff actually, but you know, when you set something for yourself, this is
work.
Yes, this is how I want it to go. This is how I want it to go, but things are not going that way.
Yeah.
It was just from one heartbreak to another. I was crying. If you see me, you know, people who saw me during this period, because me, I'm somebody. You see my body. This is not like my my body. As someone, I'm huge and all of that. And during those time, I was
like, looking.
I will fly.
So if they're not blowing on you, just fly.
Yes. It was not easy. I felt that I was living like that. I was like, no, this is not my life. Maybe I'm just sitting, I'm just watching, things are just going helter. I'm just at the background, I'm just watching. Maybe this is just a dream, or maybe it's just I'll just wake up from this one day. But I was actually so down. But one thing I'm proud of myself for is not letting those things
get to the best of you.
Yes, I don't let them hold me back, or maybe because of this and this and this. There are times when I just want to sit down and do nothing, or I don't want to. I just say, oh, I'm tired.
Let me just wait.
Yes, because it doesn't matter what I do, things will go the way they want to go. I don't have control or power over it. But I'm glad that despite feeling tired or stressed, or I feel like, oh, Abigail, you are behind. Look at your age mates or something. They are just, you know, we all have that moment or that feeling when we feel like we are not doing anything.
Yeah.
We are not doing anything. We are just stuck. I'm just stuck in this particular position. I'm not going forward. You are seeing people that they are moving, they are going forward. I feel like, oh, the world is against you and all of that. But I said to myself that I'll keep going. It's never too late. I'm never too old to achieve my dreams, to get where I want to. I will not just sit and watch my life go in that type of direction. I will not just stay in the background. I will work hard. I know God will help me, and He's going to help me, and He's helping me.
Indeed.
And I will do things. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I will get there.
Well, it's just a matter of time. I'm happy you learned. That's why I say experience is the best teacher.
And I'm happy I also got through that phase.
Indeed.
It was not really easy, but
indeed,
I got through it, and thank God.
Indeed.
So, your second question. When you think about love, does it feel more like a promise or a risk?
Wow. Okay.
This is really going to be interesting.
I could say love as a promise or a risk. Love don't show us shiggy. For me, love is a risk, you know, because the moment you feel like you want to love someone, it's the biggest thing you ever take in life. See me now, a normal babe, like a normal person doing my normal thing. A guy from nowhere will just zoom me in like this and say, this girl, let me just dislocate her. Hey, he will not propose love for me. Tell me I'll treat you like a queen. I'll give you the whole world. I'll do this. Are you liking this? Are you liking? I'm going to give you the... And all of a sudden, 1 week of good healthy talking. The next week, we're asking ourselves, are you busy? Maybe you don't love me again. So for me, it's a risk. If you're not ready to take it, be single. Nobody they fight you.
Me.
It is a risk.
Me. For me, I love love. But in as much as I love love, I am really scared of love.
That's why I say it's a risk.
I love love, but I'm scared. There are times I just hold myself back or act like a tough girl, I don't know, maybe I'm just too protective of myself.
Well, I was once like you. I was protective of the people I date around, like people that are around me. That perception that I was going with that kind of thing that if I'm gonna date you, I have to be proud to show off about you. I don't date any kind of person. You have to be competent enough for me to call you my boyfriend, or for me to say I'm dating this person, because I want to show you to the world that if I'm not around, people are gonna be like, this particular person, Juliana, pick that person. No, you know that feeling when you get when the person you are dating is really someone worth showing off. That feeling is so exciting. Like, oh God, like, back in the days when you are going to school and you're dating a handsome guy and you guys are working together. That feeling is the best.
High school love.
Like, oh, you know it. That's the best feeling. Like, that's the same way I feel up to now. If I want to date someone now, I have to be proud to show off to my friends, your family, that's the person I'm dating.
Oh.
When they see a fine looking successful guy, because for me, I don't always go for looks. Okay, looks can be deceiving, but that achievement, that attitude, that attribute that makes you a man, that thing you worked for to become a successful man. Oh my God, a man that has dreams that are working towards it. When you're showing off that kind of man, behind your back, people are gonna be like, going final. That feeling.
Juliana.
Love is actually a risk sometimes. When those people start treating you and feeling good and all of a sudden they start giving you shaggy, you'll be like,
but
why did I even do it?
It's love a risk that you don't mind taking.
For right now, I don't mind taking it. I'm still young. So they'll be giving me shaggy, they'll be feeding me, I'll be
and you're too pretty to see shaggy.
That is what these people are forgetting.
Yeah, too pretty.
Why they look us? They give us shaggy. The most worst part of it all, what Kromanki say, new love, no bad ways. Exactly. So that first, so my relationship now 1 year I could take it is sweet. So my 2 years, they were young when 1 day or 2 weeks.
Like you start crying.
You can't explain how you're feeling after that 2 sweet weeks.
I definitely can relate. I've experienced something like that too.
Oh my God.
I was in SS1. I thought I have arrived. Hey! I thought I have arrived though, my dear. Hey! Story for another day, actually.
And sometimes when you start feeling, when you are happy, the person is treating you fine, giving you calls, telling you, baby, I love you, you're the old man of my dream.
My future husband.
Oh,
I'm going to get married next month.
At that time, I'll be praying to God, please let this man be the one, please. All of a sudden, you start seeing yourself with another person. Like, it's the worst, the risk are so much. If you start looking at those stuff, by the time you are 30, you can't be people you've dated.
Me, when I was in SS1, I thought I have arrived though. I thought I was a big girl. But they show me pepper. You see that red pepper? They took that. No, it's not even there. The person took the pepper and put it inside my eyes. Imagine.
It is really risky. Sometimes when you think of what's the worst feeling you'll ever get is after you've spent 5, 4, 3, 2 years in a relationship and you've not actually found the person that could treat you the way you want them to treat you. Like the next relationship that will come, even if that person is good, what's your own time? You'll be feeling scared. Like, yes. I mean, you're not different from all those men that left. Yeah. What can you really offer?
No, fear will be holding you back to this.
Yeah, that's why most women, when they want to go into a relationship, they will ask you, what are you going to offer? I've experienced a lot. I've gone through this, I've gone through that. People have promised me, but yet they could not deliver. What can you offer? And sometimes these men will not fear God. They will look you for her and say, what can you offer to? He asked me what I offer.
I don't think you're being to the table.
Can you imagine? But it is a really risk. But love is something that's beautiful. When you have someone, that's why sometimes I can say, do not let the experience you're having now stop you from loving tomorrow. because those are experiences you have to tell to your kids. If you don't have experience, trust me, your marriage will be broken. There are a lot of homes now that are broken, not because they are not having a faithful partner, but because they didn't experience these things growing up. Soon as then they don't always say they put them into early marriage or something like that, they just jump inside married. Now they're not happy. They never but me, so when I experience shake.
So
when I go married, I got for the news side the church,
So what you are trying to say is shege will make you have
then serve
will make your marriage stronger or something.
No, yeah, experience is the best teacher. If you know that this man, if I talk to him this way, do it this time we're dating, you know that when you're married, if you want to have a successful relationship, you have to not talk that way again. You have to change the strategy. There are some men, when you want money from them, you have to cry. Some men, when you want money from them, you have to list at least the things you want from them. That's the only way you have money. Some men, when you want to have money for them, you go talk from January to December before you get the money. So all those experiences, if I've had them, my sister, I'll now know how to be getting my money from that. I know they said myself again. I know.
But a provider is a provider.
No worry, that one for another story. Okay. Your last question for round 2 would be. Your second question for round 2 would be, if you could sit across from yourself as a child, what's the first thing you would tell her? Like, if you could sit across from yourself as a child, what's the first thing you're going to tell yourself? This must be sweet. I love it.
Of course. As a child, I'll tell her to be happy.
Aww.
To enjoy being a child. To stop worrying so much and just be happy.
Yeah.
Because if I could remember me as a child, I was not so happy. I was always worried about what could go wrong. But I wanted to be happy. I wanted to experience what it was having a complete family. I wanted my family to be complete. I didn't want to be living here and there, going there, going here, going there, but I was always worried about what would go wrong. Yes, I was always worried.
I know that
I was
feeling.
not always happy. When I go to school, you see other kids and their parents are coming for opening day and all of that. It's not like my parents were not there for me. They were. But
on separate times.
Yes.
I know that feeling. At least yours were there. None of mine went. They were not even present. Like, you could hardly even see them. You see, like, you see your grandma or your elder sister. Like, it was filled of emptiness.
And one thing is, I always had my sister. Yes, she was my sister and my little brother. One thing I always said is, my sister and my brother, they are the most constant thing in my life.
Aww.
Yes, they have never left. They are always there.
Well, that's what makes them brother and sister.
Yes, we always try so much to make ourselves happy, because growing up, all I had was my sister, all I had was my brother. Yes, and we always try to make ourselves happy because we knew that we only had each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm happy for that, because, you know, experience are just there. I mean, your mom cannot be there, your dad cannot be there, but your sister could be there.
Yes,
and I'm happy. For me, as I said, I'm the only daughter. So I never had an elder daughter, elder sister to cry to or anything. I didn't have an elder brother that could stick around and all that. I was just alone. Like, I was left as a prodigal's daughter. If I cried, only I knew what I felt. If I wanted something, I have to say it out, or I just keep it in. It was Childhood was a mess.
But I'm grateful that
yeah.
I had my brother and sister. At
Well, that
least
is it.
I had a shoulder to cry on.
Better.
And
Better.
I would just tell her not to be. I just tell my younger self not to be so strong.
Oh
That
my.
she's just a child and
She needs to calm down.
yes, she needs to be happy. She just needs to live. Just be a child, you know.
And
A
be
child does
normal.
not care what is going on around her. She's just happy.
Exactly.
She's not trying to protect herself from anything, you know.
Indeed. I'm happy because at least you are privileged and you're grateful for it.
Yes,
that what
I
makes
am.
life be you being grateful for what you are, because
I am.
people are out there who didn't have anybody present, but
I know,
they're
right?
strong today. So I'm happy.
I know. Because my younger self was so. She was not so happy being a child. She
You wanted to
had
grow up fast.
yes, she was so grumpy.
Oh no.
Yes, she was so grumpy. Fun fact is me face always this. Like I don't even want to frown my face, but I find myself frowning. How is this happening? Like I don't want to frown, but why am I frowning? But now, as I am now, I'm trying my best to be happy, to always be happy. And I'm always telling myself that I don't have to be strong always.
Yeah, sometimes if you need to cry, just cry it
Yes,
out.
I'll cry. If I need to cry, I'll cry. I don't need to be strong. I don't need to hide myself when I'm crying. Because when I was a kid, I usually, if I want to cry, I would hide because I don't want my sister to see me crying. Because most times, she's going through stuff. And
Yeah.
she had to be strong for us. And if she saw me breaking down, she will break down.
Yeah.
So because I don't want her to break down, I do not break down in front of her. Maybe I'll just hide and cry. Maybe I'll just cry at school. Because, yes.
But it's good. It's good. I mean, right now you're strong and you guys are having each other. It's a wonderful thing.
But I just tell little Abigail to be happy. That's all.
Well, little Abigail, wherever you are, you need to be happy.
Yes, enjoy being a child.
Yeah.
Because you'll never go back to being a child.
Definitely not. I wish I can go back. I'm tired of always having to calm myself down.
So your last question for this round is there a part of you that is still searching for something? What it is?
You need to feel this, okay?
It's going to be...
And I can see myself, but I don't know how to appreciate myself much.
Wow.
That's why most of the times I break down when someone is not loving me enough. Like when someone is not there, when somebody's not showing up. Like if I now tell you, you know what, this is what I have, I want you to be there, and you're not there, I feel so bad. Like I feel like I'm not complete. I feel like I'm not used. Like I feel that kind of way where crying based on your own fault, your own lapses. I'll cry about it. Not because I want to, but because I've given so much preference to people's being around me. Yeah, I want people to be around me so much that I forget that sometimes these people are not around. But you look at where I am right now. Look at where I am.
So you are trying to say you do not enjoy your own company?
I don't enjoy my own company. I don't even know how to love myself. I don't even know how to give value to my own time. Like I don't even remember the last time I had my time, like me, myself, and I time. All I want to do is to be around people. You know, it's frustrating when those people are not there.
Are not around, but
it is.
But you know, you have to try to love yourself.
Well, that's one of the biggest things I'm shooting for, that love.
To appreciate yourself more, to know that you are enough. You are enough. It's about you, it's not about them. You should not allow the way people treat you be the sole center of your life. Like, if today I'm okay, let's say now we are friends, right? And we are always conversing, talking. Let's say today I'm not in the mood to talk, and it's not really about you. I do not have a problem with you. Maybe I'm going through stuff, and I don't want to talk about it, and I don't want to talk to you. You start doubting, or you start thinking, what have I done? Why is she not talking to me? You start doubting yourself. You start thinking, it's my fault. That's
the exact same feeling I normally get when somebody is just zooming out and zooming in. And one of the strategies I have, when you zoom out of my life, I'm never letting you back in. That's the only strategy I think that's helping me. When you zoom out, the moment I feel like your door is 1 foot in and out, I'm going to push you out. I don't want you in my life. I could say my relationship typically, the longest, it's been 2 months. 6 months, you are longer. 6 months. The moment I start feeling like you're not present, you're not there, I'm feeling empty, you are out of my life. I don't care who you are.
Wow.
I don't care how much value you brought. I don't care how much money you give. I don't care how much. I don't even care. As long as I feel like you are not feeling the space I want you to feel, you're out of my life ASAP. I don't give a damn. So even though I'm shouting for love, but I don't let someone dictate the kind of role they play in my life.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want them around. But if they are not willing to be around at the moment I want them, then why are you still in my life? I mean, leave. Other people want to come in. So it's just me. I really want to love myself, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep loving myself. I'm gonna give preference to myself, and I'm gonna continue believing in myself, because I think that's one of the things that's gonna build me more for more successful choices. Because if I give preference to myself, I believe I don't need anybody.
One of the things that have worked out for me, because how I saw myself was, Abigail, you make mistakes a lot. You cannot do anything like that. Was what I used to tell myself. This book, they say, Safi mistake.
That was my second.
I usually see myself in a place. I would just call myself Abigail mistake. But I stopped doing that.
Yeah, I was living with someone who always told me, she was that kind of person wherein no matter what you do, if you do a good 99 days, that one day you did a bad, hey, you are not good at anything. So she was always ringing it in my ears as a kid. You are never good at anything. You can never do anything, guys. What is this you're doing? What is that? Like, I had it stuck in my mind. Like, I couldn't do anything. So anytime I venture to do something, it rings in my ears. Oh, she said I cannot do it. Maybe I even cannot do it. Like, I might not even be good at it. But I learned that she was saying that to me because she wasn't good at it, anything. She was always making mistakes. That's why she was finding people to do her own stuff. So I learned to let go of her words. And now that she's still saying, you're not good at anything, all you know how to do is eat, sleep, I'm like, in my mind, I don't get my tail out in my face. In my mind, I'll be like, at least I'm still alive. Because that's what I'm good at, being alive. So it's really not easy when you have people that are talking you down.
The moment I stopped calling myself, or I stopped seeing myself as Abigail mistake, I think that's the time I started getting things right.
Yeah.
Because, I had that fear even before I start to do something. The thought to be in my head, you cannot do this. You are going to make a mistake. You are going to do this.
That's the most fearful.
I had the fear in me that even before I started doing it, I'll be, you cannot do it. You're going to make a mistake. Eventually, you make a mistake. But no, I stopped telling myself that I can do anything that I want to do.
As long as
I set my mind to it. Exactly. As long as I'm working to it. Even if I'm taking baby steps. Even if I'm walking like a
girl.
What is the slowest animal?
Snail?
Tortoise. Or tortoise. Even if I'm walking like a tortoise, I will get there. I will not make mistakes. Even if I make mistakes, I will learn from my mistakes.
Indeed.
I am no longer Abigail mistake. I will not see myself. No, I will not see myself like that.
Indeed.
I can do anything. That's
exactly.
It.
I mean, we learn.
The spirit.
Yes. I'll keep that spirit on. Well. For round 2, your last question. Quite interesting. What is something you feel deeply but struggle to put into words?
What is something I feel deeply?
But you're struggling to say it out of words. Oh, I love that gist. I'm waiting.
Just get. Well, I will not say it's a particular thing. For me, I struggle a lot with expressing myself. Okay, so for now, if we have a problem, even if we do not have a problem, even if I am hot about something, I cannot sit face to face like this and have a honest conversation when I'm feeling something.
I think we both can explain.
Instead, I will just maybe text you or write a letter or send a voice note. Even if we are on WhatsApp call, I cannot have that conversation. Yes.
Yeah, I do. So sometimes the reason why I can't say it is because of my anger issue.
It's not anger issue.
If I'm angry about something or I'm mad at something, or let's say I am going through something, when I start saying it, I tend to cry. So sometimes I don't want people to be seeing me as the weaker vessel. And if I'm mad at something or I'm mad at somebody, when I'm gonna say what I want to say, the words that are gonna come after it are gonna be something you're not gonna like.
For me, usually I tell myself, "Oh, Abigail, this is your big head. You cannot communicate properly. You cannot express yourself properly. What are you going to me?
Like even me, I cannot do it. I can't. Even up till now, I can't communicate. If I want to communicate, I can easily text. If I now go and say, you know what, this particular time I'm going to talk. As soon as I go there, my zeal will just.
If you want me to say, okay, if you want me to be honest with you, do not call me for a face-to-face conversation, because I will not say anything. Even if I'm talking, I will start crying. Okay, the funniest thing is when I'm using my phone, when I'm texting, because whenever I want to express myself, I will not send voice message. I will text. When I'm writing the text, I'm crying. There was this time, yes, I think I had I wanted to say something. I wanted to communicate something. I was finding it so difficult having a face-to-face conversation because I was so scared. Maybe it's the fear of the conversation. Maybe that is what is holding me back.
For my own experience, I could say, just like you said, the fear of the conversation. Secondly, how the person will react towards it. And thirdly, what's your concern? Like within your mind, you're like, maybe I might not even say it the correct way. You know, when you're living in a home where when you want to, she starts to talk, my mama say, you come here first back. Like they have created a scenario where we cannot even talk to our parents anymore. Like we cannot even have a conversation.
I am so afraid. When I want to have a conversation, I'm so afraid of your reaction.
Exactly.
Well, I cannot have a proper conversation. It's very difficult for me.
Exactly. Sometimes the reactions are what are holding people back.
Anybody that knows me knows I cannot have a proper conversation. It's either I send you a text, voice note. It's very hard for me to do that. Even if you call me, I will act as if I was not saying something or I was not trying to have that particular conversation with you. Or I will just write you a letter and give it to you. Maybe I will just leave it somewhere you will easily find it.
Wow.
I will not even say, oh, I dropped something for you. No.
Well, I think that's a big issue. So
it's a very big issue for me.
Yeah. If I can give an advice, I would like you to forget about what people are what their reaction going to be like what they're going to say about what you're about to bring. I was also like you, I was always scared of saying what I feel like. But nowadays, even if it's my brother, my mom, you say what I don't like, if I'm present, I'm going to reply you. And sometimes, for me, the only problem I have right now is my anger issue. If you start saying something that's not correct and I'm there, I will shout, I will yell, I'll become so angry. And sometimes if I'm planning on giving a mild or comfortable conversation, it will end in fight or in quiet. So forget about what they're going to say. Because trust me, when you now marry with your spouse or whatsoever, they're gonna have complaints, they're gonna have quarrels, but your own main idea is I'm gonna tell them and express how I want them to think of how I'm feeling. Now, I'm angry with something you did. If I want to tell you, you're not a mind reader. You cannot read how I'm feeling. So in
That's
order
my
for me to
problem.
tell you that, first of all, if I want to talk, if I know that if I look at your face, I would, change my mood. I'll look down and be like, Abigail, what you did to me today, I don't like it. And one thing you are supposed to expect is they're going to give you a response. Like, what did I do? That's the time you're ready to explain that. Well, this particular thing you did, how you do it, I didn't like it, but this is this and this and this. Sometimes what really matters is how you communicate your problems,
For me, I expect people to read my mind.
I also, you get that feeling when...
It's very bad, but
Yeah.
I want people to read my mind because I think it's so simple.
Well, if you want people to read your mind, let your body language reflect on how you feel.
Let me tell